everyone. I am Sadler Bell. And yes, I am want to thank everybody for showing up here today. I know as we are back at yes we are, yes we are. We are back at it, everybody. I know you all had a great, hope everyone had a great 4th of July this past weekend. I did. I went to a softball game with my girlfriend. We had a great weekend together. It was our first one together as a couple living in the same state. And I hope y'all had a great one yourselves. And of course, the fireworks were great here too. I hope everyone out there has enjoyed the fireworks in your state and area. So we have got a lot of sports to get into. So how about we dive on in? We are going to start with some baseball and then go from there. And yes, we have baseball going on. We are just a week away, 1 week away from the MLB All-Star Week. Next Monday night is the Home Run Derby. Next Tuesday night is the All-Star Game. And yes, don't forget the Celebrity Softball Game as well. But for now, today we have a handful of games. We got the Orioles taking on the Mets at home at 5:35. We got at 5:40 the Tigers taking on the Rays at home. Yankees at home taking on the Mariners at 6:05. All right, the Red Sox are taking on the bad news Rockies. That's right, the Rockies are not doing so well, and we know how bad they are. They are 21-70, and that gives us 6:10. Also at 6:10, we have the Reds at home taking on the Marlins. And we have at 6:40, we have the Twins and the Cubbies. And then we also have the White Sox, who are 30-61. Yeah, they basically need to pretty much just about win out just to get to even. And even close to win out all the way just to get to 61-61. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I doubt it. Anyway, we do have the Royals, who are 4 games under 500, and they're playing at home tonight against the Pirates at 6:40. And this one's a good one, and it is the game of the week on TBS tonight at 6:40. Yes, it is. It's the hot Los Angeles Dodgers with Shohei Ohtani and the Milwaukee Brewers. And yes, the Brewers are hot and they are getting hotter. But my concern is, are they getting hotter too fast? That's my question. Are they getting hotter too quick? Because you know how the Brewers have been. Yeah, they've gotten hot and hot and hot and hot throughout the years during the season. But then as they get to the playoffs, they choke. They end up choking. And struggling and choking or not. And I don't know what Pat Murphy has in store for the Brewers for this season. And yes, we know the owner of the Brewers. He's not really much about the team. He's more about filling butts and seats and giving them a good time. You know what? You know what he needs to do if you want to put butts in seats for them to have a good time. Invest in your team and buy and get players and win. That's how you do it. If you want to fill up the stadium with butts and seats and give them a good time, you need to be winning and you need to be investing in your teammate, in the players, not just investing in concessions and pretty much anything you can think of. Concessions, apparel, pretty much anything you can think of that the Brewers have going on. Yeah, you got all that stuff, but you need to invest in your freaking team. You need to invest in the fucking effing players. Don't just Keep your wallet closed. For once, crank that wallet open. It is the jaws of life. Yeah, grab the jaws of life. Open your freaking wallet and start buying and selling. That's how you feel, butts in seats, man. That's how you feel, butts in seats at American Family Stadium. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. And yes, that is a TBS game, and I'm going to check that out myself tonight as well. Let me see who is pitching for the Brewers and the Dodgers. Let's see who we got. Okay, looks like we got. Oh, we got Hoshi Ohtani actually pitching tonight. All right then. And sorry. Hold on. Sorry. Let me see who I think he is. Let me check. That's the home runs. Yeah, Hoshi Ohtani has 30 home runs. Yelich only has 18. You can see here what they get. Here we go. Here's the pictures. Yeah, it's Kershaw, C. Kershaw, and Jay Miskowski, also known as The Miz. Yeah, that's going to be a good game for sure. Yeah, I'm sure Win Ohtani can be back on the mound pitching. But hey, he has a good bat. He has a good bat for sure with the three home runs, an average of 280, 2.80, 0.280, and a RBI of 56. But Yelich is way behind of Ohtani with 18 home runs and a 0.260 average and a 63 RBIs. Will Smith has an average of 0.332 with an OB of a 0.434 and a slugging percentage of 557. Yes, and Frelick has an average of 0.26294, LB, BP of 0.3381, and a slugging percentage of 0.401. And runs batted in. Yelich, of course, I just mentioned that one with the 60 RBIs, but Page on the Dodgers has 58. So Yelich has more on Page than he does with Ohtani. But let's see how Ohtani does tonight. Let's see if he's in the lineup. I think he will be. We'll find that out later in the day. Who will be in the starting lineups for the Brewers and the Dodgers on TBS? And now we definitely got to talk All-Stars. Yes, we have the All-Stars. They have named some more players. They're starting to get the players that are finally going to be participating in the Home Run Derby. I named 3 of them earlier this week, so not this past week. And let me pull that up. I got everything right here on my arsenal, on my hands, and everything. That's the best thing about having an iPhone, and also a tablet, and a pad, and a good old laptop. Okay, let's do that. But of course, we have Wimbledon going on. So let's talk about some tennis, everyone. Yeah, let's talk about some tennis. And these are live updates from it. 4:00 they are in the quarterfinals, and this is out to the live ones. America's all A and Sister Yaka. A. Sorry, I cannot pronounce these names correctly, but these are for the women's singles. I cannot pronounce these names, but I do apologize. But I will give you the scores. We got 4 in one set and 30 in the second set. It looks like. We got 40 and a 15. 4 in the. Now it's on court 1. So if you're watching court 1, that's what I'm talking about. The center court. This is what I'm talking about now. Is a 40 to 15 lead for Slovakia. Yeah, I think I said that one actually correctly. Nice. So yeah, that are looking good. Those are the women's singles. For the men's singles, we have we had some games yesterday for that. So let me see about quarterfinals on that one. Okay, I have the winners for yesterday from the other day. So let me move over to the men's mixed doubles. There's no games going on right now for the mixed doubles for the men's doubles. That is. But if you do want to check out Wimbledon, make sure you do check the ESPN app. And if you don't, make sure you download it. And hey, they are on all ESPN channels this week. Pat McAfee show is not on this week because of it. And yes, don't forget next Monday night. Like I said last night in my video, my other video, I did two, the mini and my original episode of Salad Sports Shorts. And I was talking about, and I said it, and I'll say it here again on the full episode right now. And yes, the Pat McAfee show crew, Pat himself, and the Talking Tables, they will be, and of course the one with the hammer, Dot, AP Tone, all of them will be down at the be part of the MLB coverage on ESPN for the Home Run Derby. That's right. They're going to be a part of it. And I know they are happy for doing this. And they definitely thank ESPN and everybody that got them to do this. Hey, I'm proud of these guys too. I want to be part of these guys one of these days myself. Because I look up to them. They are my role models, as well as a bunch of others. Okay, let me see about the women's doubles. Okay, we had a walkover and we're on 16 with with the Americans. Okay, I gotta look at some of the stuff because I don't know much about this, but I know a little. So bear with me. So I apologize on that. But hey, let me see about the mixed doubles. Okay. I guess the one I gave you was the only one that was live. But when I see some more live, I will give you those live updates here on Salad Sports, as well as here on the Variety Sports Show, and we're going to get the podcast as well. And of course, I will mention this on my other show that's collaborated with my girlfriend, Kayla, and we are living with Down syndrome. She's Kayla, I'm Salad, and we are living with Down syndrome. So yeah, make sure you follow us on all our socials, Facebook, YouTube, and make sure you hit that bell on YouTube to get all your notifications, X, TikTok, and Instagram. That's all of my things. We're going to get the rest of those on we got a few of those already for the living down. So we'll let you know once we have the rest of them set up. We'll give you an update on that until then, let's get back into the world of sports, everybody. And yes, we do have a lot to talk about. Okay, how about the power rankings? Close to the NFL, we're right in, getting close to mid-July, which means you got July and August. We'll be long now, getting close to football season, everybody. And let's do some power rankings, like I said. Let me see which. Let me do it this way. Okay, here we go. And this is according to power. Oh, okay. Let me pull it. Let me read the year. Here we go. Now I got it. All right, here we go. Finally. All right, we are starting the Eagles of LA. Okay, these actually, let me see here. These are the. Oh, I should do some projections for Super Bowl chances. All right, these are Super Bowl chances. We got. Okay, all right, I'll give you the ones according to. Okay. I do apologize for this inconvenience. I know I got to do it. Let me get a water here. In the meantime, while I pull this up, we do have more. Oh, okay. Here's an update on the Wimbledon front that I just got coming in. So this is breaking news, everybody, from Wimbledon women's tennis. Okay, it was a 5-1 in the first set with, and it is on. If you want to watch it, it's on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus right now. And it's a 5-1, and I should do the initials so you can get it right. It's AP has the ball, which would be serving, and then AA of America, ranked 13th, will be waiting for the serve. All right, and that is the quarterfinals for the ladies. Let me check for the singles. Let's see some. See, there's. Okay, we do have men's coming up. They're not playing yet, but I will give you the times. I'll give you the initials. Okay, here's the quarterfinals and the final. Okay, we have T. Frick, Foitz, has moved on to the next round. One round away from the final other of Wimbledon. So yeah, and this guy is definitely an American. And yes, he is the fifth ranked tennis player. And got Djokovic, of course, playing later on the tomorrow. Actually, the Djokovic will be playing Djokovic will be playing tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So make sure you get your rest tonight so you can see that in the morning, as well as one at 8:30. Before that, with number one ranked Jay Center of Mexico would take on Team USA of USA 10th ranked B Shelton. That's right. And the winner of this one winner of those two will take on each other and then go from there to the final. For the men's singles. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we got one advance to a semifinal. And we got M, A, and MP. I'm giving you the first initial of this. So if you want to check them out, do what I'm doing. Check it out on the ESPN app. If you don't have ESPN, make sure you download the ESPN app. And you got DP going against RH. And that will be tomorrow. Yeah, hold on, let me make sure that. Yeah, that will be Thursday. This week Thursday, and but it's to be determined on time for that one. And the winner of that one will be okay. Now, that's what I got for tennis for now. We do have some moves going. Some moves somewhat in the NFL. Moving on. So if you do want to watch the Wimbledon, make sure you put that on. It is on ESPN and all the ESPN channels for this whole week. And yes, like I said, the American Fritz, which is first Wimbledon semifinal. Okay, this is the first semifinal for this guy for Fritz. For Fritz. And we do have, let's see, okay, let's go baseball, folks. We got a lot of baseball to talk about. But I talked about that, but All-Star break is coming up. So make sure all your votes are in and count. Make sure you vote. All the votes are coming up. It should be this week. Well, actually, no. I think they already announced the teams. Actually, yeah, they already have announced the teams, the starting lineups. If you want to check that out, you can follow me as well as your whatever app you use for your sports needs. We have WNBA going on. And we got a game surprisingly going on right now. We got the Majestics at home taking on the Sky. They're up 5-7 and the first. And then later on tonight at 7 p.m. on ESPN, we got the Aces taking on the Liberty on the road. And New York is favored by 4.5 points according to ESPN Bet. And if you want to make the wager on ESPN Bet, make sure you do it responsibly. And you must be 21 years or older to do that. And you must be 21. And terms and conditions do apply. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER and terms and can 1-800-GAMBLER. Call 1-800-GAMBLER if you have a gambling problem. And yes, you got to be 21 years older to do that. With your age. I remember back when I was in middle school about some people that I knew got caught gambling at school in my middle school, March Madness, and they all got caught. So don't do it, kid. Don't don't gamble at school. Make sure you stay in school as well. Hey, and I am in Wisconsin, so it won't be long before high school football will be starting up for here as well as other places. Depending on where your area at, depending on your high school team. And let's see. Yes. We got the Olympic Games winter coming soon within the next year or so. Hmm. We had some good WWE matches last night. And of course, make sure you watch this Saturday night on NBC and on Peacock. Saturday night main event. And the main event of main event will be Goldberg versus Gunther. Yes, this is the retirement match for Goldberg. So yeah, I want him to get that win for sure. Let's see how that goes. All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. We are having a draft. The NFL draft is done. We had the NBA draft. Now we got the Major League Baseball draft coming up. And the final 2025 MLB rankings are out of the top 250 prospects. So make sure you check that out. I'll take all five, all 250 game prospects, but that'll take a while to do. So if you want to do that, I recommend you to go to the ESPN app for that. Okay, this is something that should not have happened. Okay, Julius Caesar Chavez backs his son by immigration agents. Yes, ICE has detained Julio Chase Chavez's son. So I am hoping you get your son back soon, and hope your son gets back soon, and in one piece. And that's one thing I don't like talking. I don't like about because of what's been going on with ICE and all that. But I don't want to go there. I don't want to go into politics here because this is a sports show. Mm-hmm. All right, let me see here. Okay, I do apologize for this. I'm multitasking here. And yes, because I'm multitasking, I do need a co-host. I do need a co-host so I can do this. With my I do need a co-host so I can do this a lot easier and a lot more efficient. And okay, you know what? Here's something was good. And this was this past weekend on Sunday. This past weekend in NASCAR. And man, that was a race for sure. And was even more fun because it was the street course in Chicago. Shane Van Gibbs, Shane Van Gissenberg won with the 40 points. Ty Gibbs got 36, actually 35. Taylor Riddick, Tyler Reddick got 51. Denny Hamlin got 38, and Kurt Bush at fifth got 41 points as well. Okay, we do have some fights for UFC coming up. We got a heavyweight, and we got a welterweight. We do have a heavyweight going on. We have Derek Lewis versus Tanishman Tisiaki. I think that's how you say that. That's it. That's the main event. You got with a featherweight, Kevin Cater and Steve Klognick. Kaka. I'm sorry, I do apologize for not pronouncing these names correctly. We got Stephen Thomas and we got Guerrero Bonfin. We got Austin Lane going at it against Pinta. We got Chris Curtis. We got Max Griffin going at it. We got a lot more, but I will just leave it at that. If you want to really follow UFC, ESPN got you. They got you. Even the summer league, yes, we have the summer league in the NBA. And tonight we have some games. That's right, NBA tonight in the NBA summer leagues. In Utah, we got the 76ers versus the Grizzlies. That will be on NBA TV as well as ESPN Plus tonight at 6 o'clock. The Heat will take on the Warriors at 6 o'clock as well on ESPN Plus. The Thunder and the Jazz will go at it on NBA TV as well as ESPN Plus at 9. And then to wrap it up at 9 o'clock, the Lakers will take on the Spurs also at 9 o'clock on ESPN and ESPN Plus. So, yeah, that is a good schedule for tonight for the G League. I love that they have the fact they have G League for the NBA. That way they can still be basketball, even though they are not like front and center, like baseball is right now, and then football starting back up, and then college hoops starting as well. But yes. Okay, let's see what I can get you now. And okay, let me give you some reporting on. This is for the NBA, and this is as of 14 minutes ago. Oh, this is good. Free agent F. Actually, of Lakers will sign a two-way contract, NBA contract with the Phoenix Suns. Andy Sniffman and Mark Barton Stillman. Primary sports. That's just the people that put it together for the freeway contract. So yes, F. Isaac as lives will be signing a two-way contract with the Suns, the Phoenix. Because that's going to be looking good. Is this going to Heather Dinch, the college football insider? And this is a while ago, but this is the CFB leads. Actually, this is 25 days ago, so I will find something more relevant. I moved on to Jeff Parsons. I know he has something. Yeah, as of 2 days ago, the Washington Nationals have fired their general manager, Mike Rizzo, and the GM, Mike Rizzo, and the manager, Dave Ortiz. Yes. I think this is I wonder how this is gonna shake out because usually when you do fight, no matter what team or sport it is, when you fire a GM and the coach and the manager, you know there's a lot of problems within the team in the locker room. So yes, looks like the Washington is definitely going to be trying to fix that locker room, and I would totally agree on that because of how they've been playing lately. Okay. And now, this is going to Adam Schefter here, the senior NFL insider. And this was just before this past weekend, prior to the 4th of July. Yes, the Steelers has announced they signed a GM, Odom Kim, for a 3-year contract that will keep him with the team through at least the 2028 season. All right, this sounds really good to me. That just sounds pretty good. And now let's do something. Let's get some stuff from here from Pete Thamel, Senior College Sports Insider. And yes, this is a good one. Oklahoma Athletic Director Joe Castellan will retire from his full-time role during the upcoming school year, bringing an end to the longest tenure run of a current AD in major college sports. So wow, that is definitely big. And upon the hire of his successor, according to the sources and my sources as well, Casino will stay on the athletic director. John, I like the director. Okay, he's just leaving his. He will stay on stay on with the athletic department. He's just gonna not be the athletic director anymore. So he's just stepping down a little bit. And yes, he's entering his 28th year at Oklahoma and his 26 national titles and 117 league titles, and the Sooners moving, of course, from the Patrick to the SEC. Yes, don't forget that move. And yes, don't forget we do have college football coming up soon. It won't be long before players will be reporting because I know they've been practicing, getting ready for the season as well as the NFL. But let's see. Hey, how about this? How about we check out some NFL action? Let's see if there's anything going on in the world of the NFL. We do have. I know there's stuff going on out there. And here's a good one. Oh, that's a. And it looks like Joe Burrow's house got burglarized. And ultimately, Batmobile. Yeah, Joe Burrow wants a Batmobile, apparently. Okay. All right, let's look at this here. We got the NFL wide receiver, tight ends, and running back groups for the 2025 best and the worst teams. We're starting at number 32 with the Tennessee Titans. 31 with the Carolina Panthers. Hello. I know my friend Brett Nolan would not be thrilled on that, being a former player. At 30th, we got the Patriots of New England. 29, the Browns of Cleveland. We got at 28, the Bills of Buffalo. We got the Jets of New York. 26 is the Giants of New York. Okay, looks like they both are within the follow each other. I think that's a good way to put it, especially since they use the same field in the same state, same state of being in the same, also being in New York as well. We got the Bears at 25. So a lot of these teams have been dropping. The Saints at 20 and the Saints at 24. Broncos at 23. Chargers at 22. The Steelers at 21. Now, I want to stop right there for a bit, because yes, going to talk about analytics, but first I need to take my prime break. And yes, I got a new flavor. This is I Show Speed. You all know I Show Speed. I do follow you and hope you see this. This is your drink. I'm going to try this right now. This is my newest flavor. I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to try it right now. And this is sponsored by this Prime drink. Right is sponsored by Prime as well. And of course, Speed. So let's give it a taste. Wow, that is definitely fruity. Just like Ice Speed. And hey, with that, I can become Ice Speed. Another version of Ice Speed. Okay, and 20 we got the Raiders. We got the 19, we got the Seahawks of Seattle. Jacksonville is 18th. Okay. And with that, I would like to see how well they do this season. I got a friend, two people of mine that are friends that are fans of them, and of course one of them is not just a fan, he played as a punter, Brad Notman. And yes, they are working. Okay, it says here, they do have a video here. I will not play it for the audio, but I will see if I can post this video later on my social media accounts, if I can do that, without any good stuff. But this has to do with Travis Hunter breaking and Adam Structure was thinking about breaking down how the Jags are going to use him in his rookie season. Because we all know Travis Hunter is a two-way player. Yeah, he's a two-way player, and there's not that many players are two-way players at all. You are not. Two-way players. Like I said, I got it right here, and like I said, yes, the players, the two-way players are basically an offense and a defensive player, and it's rare. They say it's rare. It is. Here are a couple of examples of it. We got Chuck Bedcook. You got Coach Travisano, Patrick Whitcord. You got Tony Brown. You got J.G. Watt. And we all know what he did. You got Julie Edelman. And of course, the head coach of former Cowboy and current head coach of the Colorado, Deion Primetime Sanders himself. And that, for me, is really always interesting to do. And actually, Chuck was the last two-way player that she had that was a starter. That went, as you know. But that's this according to Google. So I will get more. I'll do a lot of fact checking for myself. Make sure I have the correct information for you. That way I can give you that information if it's not the right the correct information. Okay, looks like I know looks like Joe Buck and Mika Enders were guest hosts today, or guest hosts on Good Morning America. Okay, I never thought Joe Buck would be on Good Morning stuff for Good Morning America as a co-host, but instead of being interviewed himself for the NFL. And yes, with the NFL, it also comes with all those channels that we had to watch, not just ABC, not just Fox and CBS. Yes, we got and the Prime time, of course, Prime Video as well as the Sunday Ticket and all that. So yes, there'll be a lot of craziness coming up. Yes. And yes, there have been some moves with the Milwaukee Bucks. I know. Yes, let me see here. Okay. I know I'm buying time here. I'm just looking here. Again, like I said, I am looking for a co-host. I need one. That way I can. I don't have to do all the not just all the work at myself, but I do need one, and I will be having auditions for them as well. I will put out posting and let you know when there will be. And yes, I do want to put out my condolences out to everyone that has been affected in the Texas floodings as well. Family down there. My girlfriend's family has some. My girlfriend has some family down there in that area that was close to the flooding, to the floods. Okay, let's see. Okay, I apologize for this. I know it's taking me a while to do this only because I'm the only one doing it. Like I said, I do need a co-host. Yes, I do. And yes, I will have some people coming on here. Won't be a while. I still coming together. And yes, I will have Eric Cohen of Unsportsmanlike joining me on my show. Yes, Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike of Evan, Chris, and Michelle of Unsportsmanlike. Evan will be joining me soon. And once I have that set up, I will let you know when and where that will be. And I will be doing some lives coming up this fall during football season at the Old Stone Residential. So make sure you come out and check me out there. And if you want me to do a show in your establishments, I would love to do that. Just email me and I will go to my social media platforms and send me a message and we'll go from there. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I did this yesterday. I'll do this again right now. Yes, the rosters and the pitchers, starters, and reserves teams are full. All right, here are the starters for the National League. For the NL, we got Ohtani as DH. We got Will Smith of the Dodgers also as catcher. We got Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers at first base. They got three All Stars in the starting lineup from the Dodgers. That is really good. We got Kent Martell of the D-backs second base. So we got Franco Lindor of the Mets. We got of the Padres, Manny Pacquiao, Machado, whatever, outfield. And for outfield, we got the Atlanta Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr., and yes, he'll be one of the players that will be participating in the home run derby on Monday night. We got Pete Crew Armstrong of the Cubs also in the outfield, as well as Cubs Kyle Tucker. We got Matt Olson as well as for the reserves, and yes, the Milwaukee Brewers only have one player, and that's why I'm handing the picture of Freddie Peralta. Yes, the Brewers only have one player this year, and this is not the first time I think uh, since the Brewers only had one representative. Here's the American League starters. We got Ryan Mahan of the Oilers of Baltimore as the DH. You got the catcher of Kyle Wolof as the Mariner of the Mariners. You got Vladimir Guerrero Jr. of the Blue Jays for the first base. Second base, we got Lindor Torres of the Tigers. Third base, we got Joe Willis of the Guardians. We got Jacob Wilson of the Athletics for shortstop. Outfield. All rise for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. Also for the outfield, we got Riley Green. The Tigers, not all the Tigers, also outfield. Javier Perez. Yes. And there are several players of the Yankees that are in here as well. But Shohei Ohtani is on here as the DH, but he's not going to be pitching. I do not see him as a pitcher at all on the lineup for the MLB All-Star game. And we all know what that also means because usually when you have that game, the winning team does get home field advantage in the playoffs. I believe they're still having, it's still going on. And yes, Team Mexico did beat Team USA for the cup. So yeah, I know that's a bummer for us for Team USA, but congratulations to Mexico for winning that cup. Okay. Okay, we got a win here at Wimbledon already. Number one, Shamik is past the 104 player to reach the semifinals against Taylor Fritz. So yes, we got that one as well, and Wimbledon's electric line card system has a malfunction. Ooh, this is not good. The electronic line that they use for tennis had malfunctioned during a quarterfinal match. So we got to find out what happened and how it happened, and was there a call that caused it, a call of or a serve or a or so or not. Yes, and Caitlin Clark is here in here. And yes, she's drafted for the WNBA All-Star game. So congratulations to Caitlin Clark. She finally is on an All-Star team this year. She didn't do it last year, but she is doing it this year. So congratulations to her as well. Yeah, okay. And it looks like Derek don't get Dak Prescott is saying that he controls himself as fully healthy. That is good. But the question is, will he be an elite quarterback, or will he be a MAC quarterback, or will he be a black quarterback? There's only one way to find out. Because we know the Cowboys have not had done well lately. Jerry Jones, excuse me, Jerry Jones actually needs to probably look hard in the mirror and start investing in players. I know they drafted some good guys this past season, this past draft as well. But yes. Ooh, okay. Yes, and the Milwaukee Bucks are in the news. That's right. The Bucks has named a shooter from Bradley Beal. Okay, this is just 3 hours ago. Looks like from Blue Hub. So I may go to a much better source on that. And yes, don't forget Wallace did get the 3 year deal with the Bucks to come back. And it looks like Damian Leonard has something going on. Damian Leonard posted a cryptic message aimed at NBA free agency. Oh, let's see what he has to say here. Okay, the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay, this is what he had to say, and this is Leonard saying this on his X account. He says, if they call it a gamble at this stage, is tell them this the jackpot. Tell them this the jackpot. Yeah. Okay. Interesting thing. Interesting way he put that. If they call it a gamble at this stage, tell them this is the jackpot. They say me to put is in there, but not there. So yeah, the jackpot. Okay, that is interesting quote. We're not that we give out. Okay, this is from the sports news, everybody. And this has to do with Rajon Rondo. I haven't heard him in a while. I wasn't sure if you're still within the league, playing indoor coaching. And it says Rajon Rondo gets coaching update for the Bucks after role last season. Wow, talking about a little bit of drama there, everybody. But let's see how that pans out if it does. And yes, I do want, even though the Bucks have made all these moves, I actually wonder what is going on in the mind of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Because I know he had put out the messages he had posted on his X account. But I want to know what's going on, really what's going on in his mind for what he wants to do. He's still an unknown. Yeah, because I know the Bucks made a lot of trades and a lot of moves just so they could keep him. But he has yet to make a decision if he's going to stay or is he going to go. If he goes, that's going to be definitely a shock of not just for me, but in all Bucks fans and NBA fans as well. But if he goes, who will be the star? Who will be the Milwaukee Bucks star if Giannis leaves? If he leaves. Gotta put it that way. If Giannis does go somewhere else, who will Milwaukee Bucks get to be their star player and replace and be the Giannis' successor? That's my question. That is the question I'd like to know. Okay. All right, here we go. Here's some stuff from the NFL that we can talk about. Okay, this is 2024 and put up for 2025. All right, this is going to Yahoo Sports. Right here, this piece, and this is their off-season power and Cowboys are 18 despite George Pickens' trade. Okay, this is the same issue. Saints at 31. Okay, so the Saints a little bit here. Panthers 29, Jets 28, 7. Raiders 26 and 25. And 21 for the Falcons. Cardinals at 19, Cowboys at 18, Seahawks 17th. Okay, I got those 17. Yeah, I guess I got just the 17, so I'll get the rest of that, but that's according. This is what I just gave you is according to Yahoo Sports. And if you use Yahoo Sports for your, if you do use Yahoo Sports for your sports takes, for your sports news, make sure you download their app. I used to a while back beforehand. Again, it's time for another prime break from iSpeed. Yeah, iSpeed, iShowSpeed. Yeah, he's the man. And hey, I don't want to meet you. Showspeed. I don't want to meet you, man. And like I said, this is very fruity. Like him. And I hope people watch this replay of this one and I want as many clicks as possible. The more the clicks, the more popular I get. And the more popular I get, the more popular you will get from doing it. I'll be getting ready to having some freebies coming out, as well as discounts for if I just coupons were not once I have my merch out and ready. Okay, looks like Jacksonville has fans getting tickets for the 9 dates for training camp. Okay. Okay. Okay, what be okay, see where I do that? Okay, let's see here. And hey, I want to think I'll bring this up. What do you guys think about Malcolm George Chestnut did come back? He ate over 70 and one and a half dog and buns. I can't believe I'm glad he's back. Got his muscle belt back as well. And hey, that was one of the funnest things I like to watch. And look at that, that's only once a year for the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, men's and women's. Okay, looks like I got it right here. And hey, this Friday I'm gonna be Mel and I are actually will be doing our first volunteer as a couple. We'll be volunteering for the Wisconsin Madison Down Syndrome Society's golf outing. So if you want to come, grab your clubs, grab get them good and ready, get a set of balls, hit the range, and start practicing. So we'll be looking forward to seeing you this Friday for the Wisconsin Madison for the Wisconsin Down Syndrome Society golf outing. Golf outing. Yes, we have tickets for sale. We also have a auction. We'll have a nice meal afterwards, and yes, you will get a lunch as well. You get a sandwich. You get a cookie. You get whatever any beverage that you want, including adult beverages, beer or whatnot. Yes, there are beer and adult alt and mixed drinks and whatnot. Boy, okay, that's okay. I don't know why I'm doing that. Maybe the 25. Okay, let's see. This is the best thing about my show, even though do not do much here. I do love my fans. I do love giving you my sports news and takes and everything. I do apologize that it takes a while to get it all out because, especially the way I'm doing it, like doing it on the live shows, because it's not easy for me to get it all out because I can't, because I'm the only guy that did. Oh, here's something interesting. Okay, from a Red Sox player, All American Rejects played at the Savannah Bananas game this past weekend. And yes, I watched. That was definitely a good game by the Savannah Bananas. And let me ask you this: are you a fan of the Savannah Bananas? And let me know in the comments. The other replay of this episode. And yes, see here. So here's a good question. Who will be the MVP this year? Who will be the Rookie of the Year? Who will be the Comeback Player of the Year? I want you to think about that and give me your early predictions on that. I'd love to know. And yes, this is for the NFL, so I'd like to know your take on this as well as mine. Let's see. And hey, I do listen to a lot of sports podcasts, and I got I got some recommendations for y'all to watch. One of them, of course, is the when I talk about this on in the morning from 5:30 to 9 Central Time, and that is Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Michelle Smallman, and Chris Canty. Got the Locked On Bama podcast. Definitely check that out. Of course, I also recommend you listen to the Maya Kim's podcast as well. And of course, ESPN Radio's podcast, Locked On Big Ten as well. So, and make sure you do watch the Locked On listen to the Locked On podcast. We got a lot of different variations of that. And here's one that I like, and I want you all to definitely check this out. It's one by two people, a couple, and they both actually no, not a couple. These are cousins actually. Jeremy and his cousin Lauren. They both have Down syndrome, and looks like one of their aunts, like Jeremy's cousin, okay, Lauren is a police officer, and her mother, and the aunt is a Marine. So yeah, we got Marines and a firefighter, and this is Jeremy's cousin. And the show is called Jeremy and Audrey. And yes, Jeremy and Audrey are the couple. So make sure you check the Jeremy and the Audrey podcast as well. I love watching that show, listening to it and watching it. So make sure you follow them on their socials as well. You got the Dynasty. I definitely recommend you listen to the Dynasty. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide. You got Alabama's A.J. McCarron, Drake Richardson, and Chris Stewart talking about sports, taking and takes, engaging, and so make sure you subscribe to their YouTube show and follow their YouTube as well. And their show it comes out weekly as well. So follow them on their socials as well at the Dynasty Bama. That Dynasty Bama. And of course, like I said, the Lockdown, so that also includes the Lockdown SEC podcast as well. Haven't listened to this one quite yet myself, but I know it's a good one. And it is a WWE podcast. What do you want to talk about? And this is Kevin Owens, but this is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And of course, you got the big podcast with the one and only, the big man himself, Shaquille O'Neal. You got, you got to listen to Mike Leroy and Kubik in the mornings as well. So yes, make sure you check that out. And these are college football, and looks like they're following the current episode is talking about the college football contenders. So make sure you check that out. And of course, make sure you listen to the Portal podcast as well. The McElroy, the Mache show, NFL Live. And of course, make sure you do listen to the Colin Coward cast and the Rich Elson show as well. So yes, there are a lot of sports podcasts on Apple and Spotify. So make sure you find what shows you would like to watch on those on listen to on Apple, Spotify, why not? And if you're into cooking, here's a good one. If you're a color into cooking like me and my friend, the color is Matt Hamilton and Mr. Hamilton, make sure you listen to the Bloom Bros, the Bloom Brothers. I listened to one a while ago and it was wonderful. So yes, I'll be doing this once a month, giving you my recommendations on sports podcasts. So that's be one of my special segments each month that I will be doing, giving you my recommendations of sports podcasts to listen to. And of course, you can listen to the podcast versions of Jim and Molly, KBN, God Bless You No Man, as well as the podcast version of Building in House, and of course, the one I also earlier on Sports Night. So yeah, you can get all those as well. And of course, make sure you do listen to the Jason Wildy podcast, Jen, Gary, and Chewy as well. And yes, make sure you do listen to the Money Down podcast. And of course, the Hood, Lockdown Badgers. And this is a new one. Kevin Harvick's a happy hour. I definitely need to check that out. You got the nightcap. Okay, I gotta check that out first. Of course, you got the damn sports show in Dam with Wally and Cody. I got to meet Wally just a few weeks ago at a golf event that I was at for the Vibes Golf. He saw me wearing that hat that I had. That I got. And of course, make sure you always listen to Greg McElroy's podcast, Always College Football. And with the football coming around, won't be long before he'll be breaking down college football games and getting ready for the season. Make sure you do listen to the Numbers on the Ball podcast. Of course, the one and only Pat McAfee Show's podcast. And make sure you listen to Tone and Dylan. That's right, that's Tone. That is Dylan. Former Packer and now Eagle. AJ Dillon. And yes, we got a podcast that's called A Little Something Extra. It is Nancy and Gianni. Nancy's the one who founded and is the founder of Gigi's Playhouse. And yes, we have a government for Gigi's Playhouse coming up in August 11th, which is a Monday. And yes, my girlfriend and I will be volunteering for that as well. So make sure you get ready for that golf event as well after this Friday. With the Down Study. And of course, don't go lie with Kylie Kelsey's Jason Kelsey's wife. And of course, make sure they listen to their podcast, New Heights podcast. Definitely, you also go check the Triple Option, and I love listening to them. And especially not just the topics, but the guys that do it. First one, my boy from Alabama, running back Mark Ingram II, Urban Meyer, and Rob Stone. And if you are into the Logan Paul, G. Paul stuff, they do have the Impulsive podcast, if you're into that. And of course, you got Over the Edge, I'm sure. The latest one on that one, I'll let you know about that. There's more coming up. Definitely check out the Adam Schefter podcast. Yes, like I said, Adam Schefter is the senior NFL insider. So yeah, he does have a lot to talk about on his podcast. So make sure you listen to him as well. And Adam, I listen to your podcast and I love your show. And hopefully one day you can come on my show and I can come on yours. And of course, you got the ESPN College Game Day podcast coming up. This is a newer one. I'm about to listen to this pretty soon. And yes, it's the American Nightmare, like I said, it's the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes podcast. What do you want to talk about? And of course, you got the Great Dane Huddle on of ESPN as well. And you can get them, you can get all the ESPN ones also on the ESPN app. That's why they have their own app. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Make sure you download that app on either your Google Play or your App Store. Fit and Wit. That is Ryan Fitzpatrick and Andrew Wentworth. Yes, this is, I like to call this the Bearded Boys. They both have you. And looks like they have the last episode was this past April. Once I find out on my end when there's a new episode for this show, I will let you know, and I'll provide that information to you. And of course, if you want to listen to the Coach podcast, you don't got to check that out. Of course, it's been a while since they put one out and put out, and that is with the coach himself, Bill Belichick. And then make sure you do check out the New Wave podcast. It's an Alabama, another one that has to do with Alabama. It's done by Ryan Williams and Dramon and Beck. Okay, you got the Man and Man podcast, Man to Man podcast as well. Of course, it's been a while, but let's see if they're gonna keep doing this or not. You got Mad Dog's Daily Bites. I'm sure that's only going on, but make sure you do listen to Mad Dog's shows as well. And of course, if you ever call, I'll check with Evan Cohen and let you know if his podcast is going to be coming out anytime soon, because it's been a while since he's done one of those as well. And of course, the Portal. So those are the shows I recommend you to check out. Once I see new ones, I will let you know. Once I see new ones, and of course, don't forget the Knuckleheads podcast as well. So yes, whenever I see any new sports podcast that comes up or anything sports related, I would definitely give you that recommendation for you and make sure you check that out. Okay, let me see what the Bleach Report has for me today. This is the Bleach Report. Okay, this is a good one. This is talking about the Ace Bailey bouncing back game, how to bounce back game. Number fifth pick, number five pick, records 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists with the win over the Jazz. Yes, it can be quite a while before we get anything more on the NHL front. This a while back when they had the NHL draft. And yes, looks like Dame had and Tatum had reached out to Kevin Durant. Ooh. And it says and it looks like they're going to be talking about the Achilles because all three of them had Achilles injuries lately. Of course, the last one was Tatum's. The last one was Tyrese Halliburton. Let's see if they include him in this a little later. And yes, this is going on now. Yes, we got media day for college ball coming up. And we got the Big 12 HC live right now, looks like. And every head coach answers the reporters' questions live. And it's a live stream as well. So make sure you go check that out. And it's day one for the Big 12. And yes, this is one of the big major topics that I want to bring up, and that is passing judgment after the draft. Several big trades and free agency goes away. But here's the thing that I want to bring up is that LeBron James, LeBron James, he's still in limbo. Does he want to stay in LA? Does he want to go? We don't know. If he goes, if LeBron James does go back, and Giannis does leave the Milwaukee Bucks and goes to LA, then what will Milwaukee do? Would they take LeBron or would they take somebody else? Who will there be star? Who the star will be? That's the only way to. There's only one way. And yes, it is here for the from the 8th to the 11th for Prime Day. If I had a little more money, I would have done that. But I need money so I can do that. So I can get so that I need to live on. So yes, this is my career doing this show for you. That's when I have my sports shorts as well. Yeah. Okay, and that's what I got for today. Got for the Bleach Report. I will probably check the Athletic. Okay, here's something here, and this is definitely coming up. I heard about this before. I believe I heard this on Jim Manamoli, actually. Why Netflix's quarterback fit Joe Burrow's delete balance of public life and privacy. Yeah, you definitely got to have there's definitely boundaries there when it comes to public and private. Yeah, you're on the spotlight all the time. You're doing no matter if you're practicing, lifting weights, or if you just being with family or whatever, you're always in the spotlight. So yeah, they definitely need their privacy. And yes, this is true right here. Angel Reese is definitely fed up with WNBA's officiating. And she says this in quotes. I am tired of this. You know what? I wonder if there's another player that feels this way too. And that would be Brittany Griner. And yes, looks like it's going to happen. And it was brought up a while back that there would be a fight coming up, a UFC fight coming up at the White House. And Trump is making that happen. But anyway, yes. Okay, that's what I got for y'all for the athletic for now. I'll give you more of that later on. And yes, like I said, we do have the main event this Saturday on NBC and Peacock. But we also have on Sunday the 13th, we got the women's evolution coming up, and yes, they are titles are on the line as well. I'm definitely going to check that out for sure. Okay, let me do that. Okay, we are almost to the end, so I'm gonna do some see if I got anything on my X accounts. And yes, I hope you did watch the Patrick Mahomes interview the other day. I definitely did. As well as Jordan Spinner talking about the Ryder Cup and the King Brady, King Brady. Okay. He's saying that King Brady should have played in the Ryder Cup. Yeah, you're right about that for sure. That's definitely for sure. King should have played. He should have played. So yes, and make sure if you wanted to do the and hey, don't get Happy Gilmore 2 is coming up. It's about to be out pretty soon on Netflix. And don't forget, there will be a cameo. There will be Travis Kelsey will be in the movie as well. So I know everybody's gonna be wanting to watch that. Even the Swifties would like to watch that. Of course, one of those Swifties is my girlfriend. So okay, and this is I got some stuff for you here. Here we go. And this is just current within the last hour. According to Shamus Chalamet. And it's a contract for a two-way player. Oh, this is about Andy Schnifflin and Mark. This is about that player I talked about a little bit earlier actually. So yes, we are at the end of this episode. Again, I do apologize for being little brochure. I definitely got to come up with some scripts for myself, take notes, and I will do that. Okay, this is according to 24/7 Sports. And yes, it got something right here. And yes, we are getting players to announce their team where they're going to be going to school. And one of the best things about this, I've been seeing this on the Pat McAfee show with Pat McAfee and the guys giving players to announce their school they'll be going to for the next 3 to 4 years as well. So that, yeah, I love watching that. And yes, so, okay, I give you, this is the last bit and we'll call it a day. Then I'll start doing a bunch of shorts coming up. And of course, I will be doing more episodes like this, more scripted, so I can make sure I do follow along a little better. And yes, I was mentioning the about Dak Prescott. And yes, the quarterback season 2 is starting today. So make sure you on Netflix. So if you're not don't have a Netflix account, make sure you do sign up now and download it on your devices so you can check out quarterback season 2. And they're going to be doing it on Jerboa, Goff, and Cousins. So this is definitely going to be going for sure. And looks like we had a tight end that played and was a part of the civil rights. There was a civil rights activist that played for the NFL that has passed on. Pitty Norman, 1939 to 2025. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. So yes, and that's what I got from Shelter. So there's not much coming out right now, but when I have more coming out and really coming out, I will give you that. Okay, we are in at the end of today's episode. And make sure you listen to Mia Kimes' show and podcast as well. I definitely love Mia Kimes and her show. And like I always say, make sure you have variety in your day. Like I said, I always say this. Make sure you have variety in your day and in your life. See you next time, everybody. Cut.